Hey guys, welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone Tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to build my sand lift version 2. So if we get over here and we just stand on top of this sand block, click this button right here, we will start going up our sand lift. So up and up and up. And if any of you are wondering if you can make it go any faster, no you cannot, or the sand will be broken by the pistons. And we have made it to the top. Now when we want to go down, this is different from my sand version 2. It did not have a down function. All we have to do is click this button and we will go down. As you can see, there are two buttons on both sides actually, because each sand lift is controlled by a different one. And as you see, I got pushed off there. It happens sometimes, but it doesn't really matter. You're not going to take any fall damage or whatnot. Now, the cool thing about this sand lift also, you don't have to wait for it to go up and down. As you can see, there is two sides to it. There's two sides to this coin right here. So there's always going to be an up and down side. As you see, there's a downside here and there's an upside here. And then if I click the button down here, boop, like that, this side's going to be down and this side's going to be up. So you never have to call it up and you never have to call it down, because it is technically always up and it is technically always down. Now this build is not that simple, but for what it does, I made it as simple as possible. All it is a redstone clock and a pulse extender. So let's start building this thing, guys. Alright guys, so for this build we're going to need a 10 by 3 spacing. We're also going to have to dig down 7. So this build does need a good amount of spacing right here. The black space here is just for me so I can get around it and build it so you guys don't get all clumped up here and get confused. So for this build we're going to need 4 regular pistons, which I'm actually going to take out right now. We're going to need 2 sticky pistons, 22 redstone repeaters, 18 redstone torches. Just get a handful of redstone dust. You're going to need less than that though. 4 buttons. I prefer stone. I didn't try wood buttons actually. I completely forgot. So just use stone buttons. We're going to need 8 slabs for it. We're going to be putting redstone down on it, so you do need 8 slabs of any type. 2 immovable objects such as furnaces, obsidian, cauldrons. Well, no, cauldrons is a movable object. Sorry, not cauldrons. Bed, but you know, just get furnaces. Furnaces are the easiest thing to get on survival that are immovable. You're also going to need 19 pieces of sand, some blocks of choice, and some blocks to put a redstone down on. I'm going to be taking out my lime wool because that's going to be my up and down functions for the build. So once you got your 10 by 3 spacing and you dug down your 7, come to the bottom left hand corner and put a block up like this and put some redstone dust down on top of it. Next, what I want you to do is come out of the block with a repeater on 3 ticks delay, put some dust in front of it, a block in front of the dust, and then put a torch on the side like this. Next, what I want you to do is put a block up right next to this dust, right above the 3 tick delay repeater. So put a block right here, put some redstone dust on top of that, and then put a torch coming out of it like this. This will make the dust right down here come on and this torch go off. Now this is going to be our monostable circuit. Next, what we're going to do is coming out of this off torch right here, we're going to put a repeater on 3 ticks delay and put a block in front of that with some redstone dust. Now what we're going to do is put in our normal piston. So what you want to do is put a normal piston right here next to this 3 tick delay repeater and one right next to this torch right here. Then put 2 blocks next to both of them like this, and then put a piston facing towards this one like that, and this one like that. No, not like that, like that. There we go. So this is where our 4 normal pistons are going to go. We don't need those anymore. So let's take out our blocks of choice right now. And then we can actually delete these blocks. They're not needed. Next, take out your movable objects and put your movable object right next to the back sides of both of these pistons right here. So one here and one right here. Now they don't tend to move each other too much, but just in case you don't want it to break, make sure you get your movable object behind these 2 pistons. And we don't need our movable objects anymore. So let's take out our sticky pistons. There we go. Next, what I want you to do is take out your sand. Now, we're going to be doing this side over here first. So it's going to be this piston right here that's going to be pushing up the sand, and this one that's going to be pushing the sand over. So since we're working on this side right now, so the piston next to the torch, I want you to put 6 sand blocks up from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then up on this side, bring it up 6 as well. But then right here, we're going to go up 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be our bottom floor, and this is going to be our top floor. Or, you know, if you have it maybe going into a basement, this could be your top floor, and this can be your bottom floor. So if you want to, we're going to put in our buttons as well right now. Just for now, we're going to come out block from this side, a block from this side. Then we're going to come up a block. So up 1 like this, delete this block, come up 1 on this side as well, delete this block, and then you can put your buttons in right here and right here. But we're not going to hook up the buttons until we got the whole up function working down here. So what we're going to do is come down back over here to where this block is with the dust and this 3 tick delay repeater going into it. I'm going to put a block right next to the dust like that. Put a torch on top of the block. block on top of the torch, torch to the side going towards our sand, torch will go off. Then we're going to put a block down from it right next to the sand coming out of this torch. I'm going to put redstone dust right here. As you can see, it's making a nice little line right here because it's connecting to this torch right here. Then we're going to come out two more blocks, 1, 2, and then right here we're going to put our first slab upside down. So make sure it's upside down. Make sure it's not like this. Make sure it's not like a regular slab. This one has to be upside down like this. So make sure it's upside down. This is just so it doesn't go right above this torch and make it wig out over here and pretty much just burn out this torch and break the whole thing. Next, what we're going to do is put 3 repeaters coming out of this dust right here. 1, 2, 3. Set the first one to 2 ticks, and then these 2 to 4 ticks. And then put a block up right in front of the 4-tick delay repeater right here. And that should be actually the whole up function for this side right here. That's all it is, guys. It's just one big infinite clock. So we're going to test it right now. So what you're going to do is come back all the way here to the bottom left-hand corner, put a button right here, and then just click it, and it should go up. So see, it's going up, and up, and up, and up. And you pretty much get the gist of it. Once it gets to the top, it stays on an infinite clock. As you see, it's going on an infinite clock forever. This won't stop until we actually click the button for the other side. So what I want you to do right now is just come up here to this top part where this 2-tick delay repeater is, and just delete this dust, and then put it back like this just to turn off the clock. If yours is if it didn't do this right here, then you did something wrong and you're gonna have to go back. However, it's working fine for me. So it should be working fine for you. So now we're gonna do pretty much just do the same exact thing we just did right here on this side. So we're going to come over here to the bottom left hand side over here, and we're going to put a block. We're going to do the same exact thing, guys. It's just a mirrored copy of this side right here, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. So put dust on top of it, 3-tick delay repeater, dust coming out of the 3-tick with a block in front of it, a torch next to this piston right here. It's alright if it extends up, guys. It won't break it or anything. Next, what we're going to do is come out some dust right here. No, not dust. We're going to come out a repeater on 3 ticks delay. Put a block in front of it. Put some redstone dust down next to this piston right here. Put a block up from that redstone dust. Put a torch on top of it. Block on top of the torch. Torch to the side. Block next to the sand with some redstone dust here. Come out 3 more blocks. 1, 2, and then put your slab right here. Like that. And then put 3 repeaters going this way. 1, 2, 3. Put the first one on 2 ticks, 4 ticks, 4 ticks. And then what I forgot to do is we should have did this first, but put a block up right next to this dust. Redstone dust up here, and then put a torch going off the side of this block right here. It should activate this dust right here. And as you can see, the piston went back down. It's absolutely fine. Put a block up right in front of your 4-tick delay repeater, and that's this whole side. So now if we do the same thing on this side, we put a button over here and click the button. It should make the whole up function on this side. There's technically no down function for this. It's only an up function for 2 sides, pretty much. There's no down function. It just pretty much acts like a down function since it's pushing it up, and then this side goes down, and then, vice versa. So that's it, guys. That's the whole entire up functions. Now all we have to do is just put the inputs in for our button. All right, guys, so now that our up functions are working, all we have to do is put in our inputs, which is our pulse extenders. Now this is probably the hardest part, so just make sure you follow along very closely. Now you can start from any side. It doesn't really matter. It's mirrored on both sides. However, I like to start with the side that has the sand down. So our button should already be here from the beginning. So come over to your block with the button on and come down 2. So 1, 2. Delete the middle one, put a piece of redstone dust here. Next, what I want you to do is come down 1 right here and put a repeater coming out of the block with the dust on it, set to 1-tick delay going into the sand block like that. So if I click this button right here, the dust comes on and that repeater comes on as well. Next, what we're going to do is come out the back side over here. So come out 1, 2 like that, delete this block, it's not needed, and put a repeater coming out of the dust right here, set to 4 ticks delay. Next, what I want you to do is put a block in front of the 4-tick delay repeater, and then also down 1 and delete the middle one right here and put a piece of redstone dust like this. Next, we're going to switch over to the left-hand side over here, put a torch off to the side. So now if I click this button up here, the torch should go off. Click the button, the torch goes off. See it? It went off. Click it again, it goes off. And we're going to come 2 blocks underneath this torch, so like this 1, 2. Delete this block, put some redstone down here. The dust should come on due to the torch. Put a torch off to the side of the block going towards this torch. This torch should go off due to the dust being on right here. Put a block next to this 3-tick delay repeater right here. Should be right next to this furnace, and put a repeater going into this block. Set it to 2 ticks delay. This off torch, when it comes on, should turn this on, thus turning on that side. However, do not click the button right now. We have to add in our pulse extender and our sticky piston. So next, what I want you to do is literally just put a block right next to our 4-tick delay repeater, and then we're going to put a slab upside down right above this torch. It has to be upside down. It can't look like this, guys, because dust cannot go on top of a slab that's like this. It has to be upside down like this. No, like that. There we go. Like that. Next, we're going to put redstone dust on top of the slab. A block up right next to the dust. Come down one. Put a repeater coming out of the block. Set it to 4 ticks delay going towards our sand. Put a block in front of our 4-tick delay repeater. A block down, and put redstone dust here. We can delete these 2 blocks. They're not needed. And this right here will create our pulse extender. Next, what we're going to do is put a block right in front of our dust right here, with a torch coming off the side of it. Come 2 blocks over from our torch, so just come underneath it, 1 and then 2 over, so 1, 2. Delete this block, put redstone dust here. It should hook into your torch like this. As you can see, it makes a nice little line. It doesn't look like this. It looks like this. Next, we're going to come up 3 blocks from this one right here, 1, 2, 3. Delete the 2 middle ones and put a sticky piston facing downwards like so. It should extend down, and delete this block right here, and that should be one whole side done. So if I click this button right here, this side should go up and this side should go down. As you see, it's doing it right now. This side's going up and that side's going down. And literally now what we're going to do is the same exact thing we did over here, but on this side. So I'm going to be using yellow wool just so we can distinguish it. I'm going to be moving a little bit faster here, guys, because we're doing the same exact thing we did here on this side. So where the button is, come 2 blocks down, 1, 2, delete the middle one, put some dust here. Oh, I forgot also. Oh, never mind. I almost forgot. We have to put a block here to cut off this circuit. So you can use a block of choice right here. Just make sure you cut off the circuit right here. So just put a block right above this on dust. Now we can start. So put some dust on top of this block. Come off to the side sand block right here. Put a repeater going into it on 1 tick delay. Come off the back side. So 1, 2. Delete this block. Put a repeater coming out of it on 4 ticks delay. Like I said, I'm moving fast, guys. It's the same exact thing. So block in front of your 4 tick. Down a block. Delete the middle one. Redstone dust. Torch to the side. 2 blocks down from that one. So 1, 2. Delete this block. Redstone dust here. Torch to the side. The torch should go off. Put a block down next to this 3-tick with a 2-tick delay repeater going into that block. That should activate it. Next, come and block out right next to our 4-tick. Put a slab off to the side of it right above our redstone torch. Put some dust on top of the slab. Block up from the dust. Block down. Repeater coming out of the block, set it to 4 ticks. Block in front of it. Block down. Dust here. That should create our pulse extender. We can delete these 2 blocks right here. Put a block up right next to our redstone dust with a torch coming out of it. Then come 2 blocks out from there. 1, 2. Not like that. 1, 2. Delete this block's not needed. Put dust here. As you can see, it extends to it. Also, I forgot again. Make sure you put a block here to cut off the circuit like this. Next, what we're going to do is just come 3 blocks up from here. 1, 2, 3. Delete these 2 and put a sticky piston facing downwards like that. And we're done with this side. So now if I click this side should go up and this side should go down. Going all the way up. And it should have made it by now. There we go. And now what we're going to do now is just the top ones and we should be done. So the top ones are pretty easy, guys. It's just the same thing again, mirrored, but it's a pretty easy circuit. So what we're going to do is literally just take out our blocks and we're going to put our second floor in. So just make sure you put a open hole right here for the sand down there. So just make sure there's an open flooring for it like this. So just put it around like that. Next, we're going to put our buttons in. So just put a block up and over like that. And on the same side over here, up and over, and put a button here and a button here. Now, it doesn't really matter which side you choose, but I like to choose the side that has this. See how the sand's up here? So choose the opposite side. So to go, because when we're going down, we're going to have to click this button to go down. And on this side, we're going to have to click this button to go down. So start from this button over here. So where the empty hole is, we're going to start over here. And we're going to come down a block. Make sure it's a block of choice too. You will be able to see it. So actually where your button block is right here, just bring blocks going all the way up like this. Your block of choice. And then leave one spot open right here and put redstone dust like that. Next, what I want you to do is put a slab upside down. So come a block underneath your dust right here and put a slab off to the side like that, upside down. And put a repeater coming out of it. Set it to 1 tick delay. Put a block in front of it. A block down. Delete the middle block right here. Put some redstone dust like this. Put a torch going off the side of it. come 2 blocks down from this torch. So 1, 2. Put redstone dust here. As you see, the dust comes on due to this torch being on. Put a torch to the side right here. Then we're going to come 2 blocks down from this torch. However, all we have to do is just put a block up right here on top of this one. And then a block over towards our button block over here. Put dust down here right next to our off torch. And put a repeater coming out of the dust going into our button block on 1 tick delay. And that should be it, guys. So if I click this button, this side should go down. And that side should go up. See, it's going up. And that side's going down. So let's just wait for it to go all the way down, and then we'll start the other side. It's the same exact thing, guys. It's mirrored on both sides. And there you have it. So now all we have to do is the same thing on this side. So what we're going to do is just bring our pillar block going all the way up. Put some dust here. Come down a block underneath it with a slab upside down. Put a repeater coming out of that slab. Set it to 3. No, just keep it on 1 tick delay. Put a block in front of it. Block down. Delete the middle block. Redstone dust here. With a torch to the side. Come 2 blocks down from that torch with a block. Put dust here. The dust should come on due to the torch. Put a redstone torch off to the side. Again, the torch should go off. Put 2 blocks down from there with redstone dust. Then put a block going towards our button block over here with a repeater coming out of it on 1 tick delay. So now if I click this side, our sand should go down over here. And our sand should go up on this side. And that's it, guys. You are completely done. So now all you have to literally do is just clean it up and make it look nice. So I mean, choose whatever flooring block you're using or whatever walling block you're using and just make it look nice. So just put it all the way around like that. And then of course, you know, if you want to hide your redstone, which I highly recommend doing if you're doing this. I usually like hiding my redstone because I don't like people seeing it. Just put some blocks in front of it like this, like that, and like that. There we go. And same thing on this side. Up 2 like that, and like that. Make sure everything is nice and hidden. There we go. Then we can bring it up on this side. No, 2, that's 1, 2 more. There we go. All the way up and all the way up. And there you guys have it. That's how you build my Sandlift version 2.0. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to... Ooh, I forgot. There we go. That's going to annoy me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Peace.